Hey everyone. I was just gonna record because I didn't know that my um, last video was glitching. So I'm just gonna go over it again. So basically, um, what I just kind of noticed and what I realized throughout most of my life, in 27 years on this earth. Hold on. Okay. So what I realized, 27 years of my life, and also just from working with the guy friend that I told you guys about, and you know, and also, basically telling y'all about the job that I got, around the corner from me with my childhood friend and whatnot. Um, I just pretty much just kind of noticed, in a sense, based off what my coworker was just telling me, because she was like, "Well, I I'm known for not liking for not liking anybody, but I like you, despite of what they said about you, because they said that, basically my guy friend and his uncle basically said that I was kind of like stuck up and bougie, and I don't do this or do that, and it's like, oh, you know, you know, and she was like, you happen to end up being a real person, I had to see basically I had to see what you was about myself, because what they were saying about you and stuff was, was saying like you stuck up, you sadiddy, you don't, and all this stuff. And she was like, kind of like the only reason why they kind of say that is because you know, because they didn't get to crack, they didn't get to hit, basically have sex with me or use me, right? And what I kind of noticed, especially as a black woman that's been called white. Hold on. What I experienced, as a black woman that's been called like a white girl, right? Because just because of like how I carry myself or whatnot, and because of how I present myself or how I appear, you know, I noticed that even then, yeah, I might be pretty and stuff, but it's like I'm not, their type, right? But because, in a sense of the way that they fetishize white girls, or those that, appear innocent and stuff like that, the way that they say about, innocent looking girls and also like white girls, that they're freaks, right? They go hand in hand. And even though I'm not your type physically, right? You still want to try me. And this is what I want to make a point here. It's like either way, I, in a sense, perceived as an experience, something to experiment with. And because of the fact I see through that. I see it for what that is, and I'm not letting you use me as an experience or something to experiment, or basically not, because I won't let you use me as a casualty, or you know or use me, because of novelty, because of the fact that you haven't hit yet, because I'm somebody that you never touched, right? Because of all of that, you carry this, subconsciously and unconsciously, right? You carry this resentment against me. You have resentment towards me, right? If you get what I mean. And I say this goes I say this is fetishization because um just for the fact is this like you're not there's no basis, there's no reason as to why, even if it is to get laid, there's really no foundation, You know, it's just like y'all just want to just, do that and also expect me to just be, and to just be okay with it. No, no. Hold on, I'm finna turn this air conditioner off so you can guys hear me better. Give me a second. And because of the fact that this is a microphone though, but I'm gonna learn how to connect it. But it's like a Bluetooth microphone, but I like using it. But because of the fact I'm not letting you just, use me just for the sake of novelty and treat my body and my energy just like just as casualty, you're pretty much, subconsciously, unconsciously, and consciously, like in a sense, like angry with me, you know. And as a response, it's just like, you can stay mad, but I just won't. I am not an experience to be had. I am a person, and I don't want to just, lie there. I don't want to, in a sense, I don't want any sense of ambiguity, any sense of ambiguity with anything that involves me. I won't settle for ambiguity, you know. And then not only that, as I get older, right? Sorry. As I get older, I'm becoming like very, very kind of picky with my time, right? And it's just like, to be honest, I don't like having sex for no reason. Maybe it's just me, but it's just like I don't like having sex just for no reason. I feel like in a sense with things like that, that just needs to be a reason. If we're, if we're not saying if we're not exclusive, but it's just like what will what will this do? What is what is what is the end result? What is going on? You know, because it's like signing like the dotted line, and also it's just like they really just hate to see like a black woman just not not being tethered to like drama or just having all these soul ties and bodies, attached to her, you know. I wouldn't say like unscathed, but it's just like y'all don't like to see basically a black woman being, appearing as untouchable. And because y'all got so much mess and gunk up in y'all life, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to try and do these, and kind of do these, very passive aggressive ways to like try and mess it up. And it's just like, listen, you know, and it's kind of really funny. Like, it's kind of really funny, and this is how I know these things that they do is kind of set up for you to lose anyway. So if I was to even engage sexually with you, right? If I was to like, engage with you anyway, right? And and you intend on disrespecting me or you intend on basically using me and whatnot. And you basically come to me as if all of that is just going to change. If you intend on, basically hurting me or putting me in drama and whatnot, either way, what is the point? In a sense, it's like, what is the point? The whole thing and what they do, in a sense, is like it's set up for you to lose either way. But they want to give you the they want to give you like the implications that there's like they want to give you an implication of it, changing or resolving itself. But the gag is it's never not. It's never going to change just because you respond um just because you respond or just because you kind of like act on what it is that they're acting on towards you, if that makes any sense. um and it's like that's how I know there's some sort of like disorder, because it's like, well, if you intend on hurting me or putting me in a very stressful situation and I am practicing self preservation and you're angry with me, and in a sense, it's like you resent me because of the fact that, because I won't let you hurt me, I won't let you use my body, and I won't let you, disrespect me. Something isn't right up here. Something isn't right up there, you know, and this is why, just in general, I feel like in times like this now, it is very important to like stand your ground and stick to your boundaries and stuff like that, and really, really stand firm, because either way, if you were to, in a sense, um, kind of engage with them, you know, if you were kind of like to engage or respond back in the way that they act towards you, right? Whether it's, showing attraction or being like sexually inviting, right? Or being sexually attracted to you, right? Um, I kind of forgot, but either way, if because even if you were to just, respond or whatnot, the their intentions are not going to change. And some of them will deliberately put you in that web, just for the sake of just seeing you sweat and struggle and, and be stressed out, because because in a sense they know that, um just because of the way that we're kind of built, right, when it comes to oxytocin and stuff like that. If you're not in control, and you don't recognize the difference once you have, you know, sex without exclusivity or whatnot, or sex without any like, sort of like commitment, right? For a short while you will be attached in a sense, right? If you're not aware, and if you're not um if you can't, in a sense tell the difference that it's just your hormones, right? They will take advantage of that and, kind of triangulate you against other women and whatnot if you're not careful, and you could feel some type of way. And they will also, take joy in that and seeing you feel some type of way. And that's why you have these things where, if women aren't aware of the dynamics that they're in, and I'm saying those that are kind of like emotionally mature and aware of, you know, aware of the terms and whatnot, and also that they have, options or whatnot, right? Options, or, just other things to do besides, mess around with them, right? That's why when they encounter those that are also on the same page as them, they also start feeling a type of way, because they intended on basically getting you to be attached to them. They intended on basically having like a one-sided agreement. They basically banked on you, kind of having one-sided attraction towards them, being attached to them, right? You know what I mean by that. Because despite of what is going on, their intentions aren't really as, you know, their intentions is basically just to really just get you hooked on them, just so they could, triangulate you and kind of use your feelings or your hormones to their advantage, you know. And that's why it's like you have to be really careful. But it's like in that sense, it's just not even. There's no point in even kind of engaging with it at all because of the way, just because of how messy it can get. And if they see a black woman that's just, that just knows what's up, especially as a person that just knows in a sense, it's like, that knows in a sense, it's like, wait, I'm not your typical type. Physically, I'm not your typical type, but you're still looking my way because you see me as an experiment and as an experience. And because of the fact that you never touched me. So you want to stain me, want to have sex with me just for the point of just staining me. Hold on.